If you're going abroad to study, you will need to introduce yourself to the admission committee, to the school, to the graduate coordinator, to the professor, right? I'm going to repeat the names so that you take note of them. Statement of intent, statement of interest, statement of purpose, research statement, research intent, admission essay, personal statement. The intent is for you to introduce yourself to the admission committee. Today, I'll be talking to you about the 7 quick ways for you to introduce yourself to schools abroad. My name is Dr. Linda Iheme. Myself and my team, we train graduates on how to secure admission and scholarship abroad. Have you ever wondered why you will be in your home country, in your house, and you're going to send in your application, your admission application to a school abroad, and they're going to look at your documents, and suddenly they're going to tell you that they're giving you thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars? Have you ever wondered? It's like magic. If you've experienced it before, or you've seen somebody that it happened to before, it is like magic. Nothing short of magic. When I did my school application abroad, and one day I was sitting and I got an email, go and check your application, decision has been made on your application. I rush into the admission portal, open it up. In fact, I have a feeling that the same time I was opening this admission portal was exactly the same time they were uploading my letter. Like I have this feeling. Why I have that feeling is because when I was opening it, it may not really be true, but when I was opening it, it was like as if it was something they just uploaded, as if it has to reboot before it showed me the admission letter, right? And there I was looking, and I saw, yes, you've been admitted, scholarships has been given to you, blah blah blah, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for not just for 1 year, for more than that. If you're going abroad to study, you will need to introduce yourself to the admission committee, to the school, to the graduate coordinator, to the professor, right? And these are the 7 quick ways that people do it. Now, I'm going to tell you this. Specifically, I want to talk to you about the different documents the school asks you to submit. Funny enough, these documents I want to talk to you about, they are one document. They just have different names, so they are very confusing. So I'm going to be mentioning 7 names, all right? Take note of them. 1, statement of purpose. Have you checked through a school website before and you see that they are asking you to submit statement of purpose? Have you ever wondered what is that even? Some of them will call it statement of interest. Some of them will call it statement of intent. 2, statement of interest. 3, statement of intent, right? 4, research statement. 5, research intent. 6, admission essay. 7th, but not the least, personal statement. One thing I want you to know today is that if you see a school asking you for any of this, they are just asking you for one simple thing: introduce yourself. I'm going to repeat the names so that you take note of them. Statement of intent, statement of interest, statement of purpose, research statement, research intent, admission essay, personal statement. Now, somebody is going to argue that, yeah, they are different. They may have subtle differences here and there. Subtle differences. Like if somebody say submit statement of purpose and you submit personal statement, they're not going to no. You may just change the name. Let's say when you are saving the documents, instead of calling it personal statement, you use the language the school used, so that when they are searching for the document, let's say it was downloaded, it's easier for them to find it. So the names are just interchangeable, but they do the same thing. Now, I want to tell you about 2 different ways you do that. If you need to write statement of purpose, there are 2 ways to do it. The first one is the normal way, or the way the school asks you to do it. So let's say you go to a school website and they say, write statement of purpose. In that statement of purpose, tell us this, that. That means when you are writing your statement of purpose, you are basically going to be in a fine-tuned way answering the questions the school asks you to answer. So that is doing it the way the school say you should do it. If the school did not ask you to do it in a particular way, then you have to follow the generic format, which is like the regular, the general format. Top notch. I'm not talking about anyhow. No. Somebody is going to say, how do you learn how to write it or what to write? That's what we teach in Vantage Scholarship School. It's just part of what we teach in Vantage Scholarship School. So if you attend Vantage Scholarship School, one of the things we're going to teach you is how to craft a wow personal statement or statement of purpose or research interest or research intent. How to craft a wow one, so that when the school see it, they'll just be like, oh, who is this unicorn? She needs to come to our school. Like the school will be dragging you. They want you to come to their school, right? How to write something like that. But if the school tells you exactly how to write it, then follow their method. The intent is for you to introduce yourself to the admission committee. That's the purpose. Like, admission committee does not know you. They don't know you. They don't know anything about you. They've never seen you before. But from your letter, they will know whether you are the kind of person that's supposed to resume to their school, or you are the kind of person they should not admit, or, well, you're a good person, but there's somebody better than you. All of this is coming from what? Your statement of purpose. You can't even imagine it. Just from some words put together, somebody's going to make a decision about you. It's very powerful. So every single word you have to put in your letter of introduction to the school have to count. So if you don't know how to write it, or you're wondering why you will apply for scholarship and they will tell you that there were many other people that submitted and they chose them instead of you, why didn't they choose you instead of them? Think twice. It shows that your letter have not shown them that you are the best person to be chosen. Alright? So for people asking, how can I write a wow statement of purpose? One thing for you to know is that at Vantage Migration, we offer a training, full-blown training, flexible for busy working class. It's flexible and it's designed for busy working class. So if you are not even working, you don't even have a problem. If you are working, it was designed with you in mind. It's designed for a busy mom who is a bank manager. Think of it that way. Like when I was designing this course, I asked myself, if somebody is a mom, meaning you need a lot of time, right? You don't have time. You have to wake up for school run, blah, blah, blah. And you now work in the bank. That means you don't even have time. And now you're a bank manager. That means only tickety middle of night now you go get. That is who we designed this course for. Like, we designed it in such a way that this person will take the course and still be able to take it. That means you will be able to take the course, right? We give you the training on how to write it. You'll be able to ask questions for anything you don't understand while you are with us. We give you the framework that you will just follow, so that if you can download the framework that we share and you have the questions and you plug in your own answer, then you will have solved the mystery of how am I going to even do it. Then we give you templates that you can take a look at other people's own and use it to benchmark yours. Every school that you are going to be applying to, we need you to submit a letter of introduction, which can be called statement of purpose, statement of interest, statement of intent, research statement, research intent, admission essay, personal statement, whatever it is called. I want you to know that it is basically asking you to introduce yourself and what drives you and all that. And there is a format on how to do it. Sometimes the school will tell you exactly how to do it. Other times you have to go the generic way to prepare a wow introductory statement. But what I want to remind you is that remember that introductory letter is what the admission committee is going to be using to decide who you are, to understand who you are, and to decide whether they want to give you the admission, whether they want to give you the scholarship or not. For those that are asking, how can they know more about the program I talked about? You just have to go to www.vantagemigration.ca. Till I see you again.